The Nigerian police has done it again against Natasha. Nigerian police force has done it again in Abuja today. They used tear gas, manhandled the supporters of this female embattled Kogi State Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. This is the news. Many people don't know about it. I think they are covering it up, but we here at Noble Media were able to get it for you. And this is the way it happened. Okay, this is Noble Media. Let's now look at the news. Senate resumption. Police tear gas Akpoti Uduaghan supporters at National Assembly. This will happen just few hours ago, and we are bringing it for you here in Noble Media. The police on Tuesday fired tear gas at Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan supporters who had gathered at the National Assembly to welcome her back from a 6-month Senate suspension. So her supporters, her people came to support her, came to show her solidarity in Abuja after Godswill Akpabio decided to suspend her. Now that the moves for her to come back is very tense. Of course, here in Noble Media, I'll be giving you the updates. We have been dropping updates for you as the news is breaking. We are bringing it to your doorstep, right? That's why you need to click on like and subscribe right now. So, but the supporters gathered at the National Assembly to welcome her back from a 6-month Senate suspension. Mrs. Akpoti Uduaghan and her supporters marched. That is, she was there. Of course, you know how Natasha behaves. She is always at the forefront. Mrs. Akpoti Uduaghan and her supporters marched from Federal Capital Territory High Court, that's FCT High Court in Maitama, Abuja, where she appeared earlier in the morning for a criminal defamation case against her to the National Assembly. Don't forget that Akpabio has not given up on trying to manhandle this woman, right? That's why you need to come under the comment of this video and tell Akpabio, leave Natasha alone. Akpabio, stop frustrating Natasha. Comment it in the comment section. And if you stand for Natasha, come under the comment and type, I stand for Natasha. I stand for Natasha. Then if you also think that Akpabio is right in what he is doing against her, let us know in the comment section. Okay? The supporters, who were mostly from her constituents in Kogi, included human rights activist Aisha Yusufu. Of course, if you've been following news updates coming out from Nigeria, starting even before 2023, I mean the P2B campaign, you know Yusufu Aisha very well. They departed the court in Maitama at about 12 p.m., waving the Nigerian flag and chanting solidarity songs to the beats of drummers who were part of the procession from the court to the National Assembly. You know, of course, you know how processions, protests move on in most third world nations, especially in Nigeria. And do not forget that they were waving the Nigerian flag. But of course, it appears that sometimes the police, the military do not respect the flag. Do not forget, few years ago, I think we gathered the news of what happened in Lekki Tollgate, where innocent Nigerian youths waving the Nigerian flag were gunned down. They were gunned down, killed, though by the security, Nigerian security officials, though they were demanding for end of police brutality, though they were waving the sacred Nigerian flag. Okay, we must now move on. Remember to like this video and share this video. They arrived, that is the supporters, arrived at the National Assembly gate in the 3-arm zone of the capital city, that is Abuja, at 12:45 p.m. after several kilometers walk from the court in Maitama. They kept walking, kept singing, kept showing their solidarity to their leader because they elected this woman to represent them. Mrs. Akpoti Uduaghan was allowed into the National Assembly premise with a few aides. Of course, you know, one of the things Akpabio did was he succeeded in preventing her from entering the National Assembly ensuring that her salaries were not being paid, ensuring that her security were withdrawn, ensuring that her aides were withdrawn from her. But she finally today was allowed to gain again, that is on Tuesday, gain access to her office. Some of the supporters were allowed entry at the first gate of the National Assembly, while others were shut out. This is now where the matter became interesting. At 12:50 p.m., that is in the afternoon, the police officers fired tear gas canisters to disperse the crowd of supporters. Police fired tear gas at the supporters of Natasha. The politicians, supporters, and journalists who were there to cover the event took to their heels as the tear gas fumes saturated the air. This is what is always prevalent in most third world nations. The way supporters, the way citizens are handled by security agencies is some people will say very shameful. Premium Times reported that the management of the National Assembly had unsealed the office of Mrs. Akpoti, who was suspended for 6 months over alleged misconduct and for defying the Senate sitting arrangement during a plenary session. Do not forget that here is Noble Media, and we have given you several updates from the time of her ordeal. We have been giving you updates on this matter, so you can go ahead and watch the updates we have done. Also, at the end of this video, we'll be recommending the videos that just dropped on this very issue. This newspaper reported that's Premium Times, that Mrs. Akpoti earlier appeared at FCT High Court, Federal Capital Territory High Court, that is Abuja High Court, in Maitama for a criminal defamation case, which was later rescheduled to 27th October because Akpabio and Yahaya Bello took this woman to court and said that she defamed them. They are pursuing a criminal case against Natasha. That is why I encourage you, no matter where you are watching this video from, speak out the truth, stand for justice, stand for freedom. If this woman is being handled this way and you feel bad about it, speak against it. Come under the comment. Besides coming under the comment of this particular video, even in other platforms, keep standing for truth, keep saying the truth, because social media is very, very important. Do not forget, we had brought you the news earlier that a senator in Gambia had already said something on this matter. Obi Ezekule has also supported her. Joe Ajero of Nigerian Labour Congress was also in support. I mean, she has garnered several support. Even Ozekome has been supporting her. So you do not be silenced in the face of injustice. Both cases centered around the public remarks she made during her suspension, accusing Senate President Godswill Akpabio and former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, her 2 political advisories, of plotting to assassinate her. Of course, you know, sometimes she cried out for her life. And the way people die, people are eliminated in most nations of the world, especially third world nations, nothing is impossible. The prosecution says she made the comment despite knowing it to be false, to damage the reputation of the 2 men. Remember the case of Yahaya Bello? EFCC, he is one man that EFCC has not been able to capture, right? So this is the way it is. They are manhandled supporters of Senator Natasha. Remember, we'll keep giving you updates. Like this video, share this video, drop a comment, click on join to become a full member. And most importantly, there's another important video on the screen. Click on it and watch now.